Professor. I'm really feeling unclear about the 4 subdisciplines of anthropology. I understand that anthropology is the study of humanity, from its earliest beginnings to its current worldwide diversity. But can you explain about the 4 fields and how they fit into that definition?
I'd be glad to, Stephen. As you know, American Anthropology has 4 subdisciplines, each categorized by its specific focus. Cultural anthropology is the comparative, cross-cultural study of human society and culture. It describes, analyzes, interprets, and explains social and cultural similarities and differences. Cultural anthropologists study living in recent human societies by engaging in ethnography and ethnology.
Those words sound similar. How is ethnography different from ethnology?
Ethnography is anthropological fieldwork in a particular community, society, or culture. Cultural anthropologists live in the communities they study and participate in the lives of the people to the extent possible.
Okay, so ethnography is when the anthropologist goes somewhere and lives with a group of people and gets first-hand information about them.
That's correct, Stephen.
So, what's ethnology then?
Ethnology examines, interprets, analyzes, and compares the results of ethnography, that is, the data gathered in different societies. An ethnologist can compare, for example, marriage practices of people in Burundi to that of people in rural India and Siberia, using data obtained by ethnographers who went into the field in those places.
I see it now. Ethnography is fieldwork in cultural anthropology. Ethnology takes information from fieldwork done in different places, and compares and analyzes it.
Here's a question for you. Why do you think anthropologists are interested in studying cultures and societies? The answer lies in the history of anthropology. We'll return to this question later, but for now, what do you think is the answer? Archaeological anthropology reconstructs, describes, and interprets human behavior and cultural patterns through material remains. Through careful excavation, archaeologists recover data that is used to reconstruct, analyze, and answer questions about past societies. They answer questions like, what kind of foods did people eat? Did the society have gender stratification, in which one gender had more power and access to resources? What kind of houses did they live in, and who lived in each structure? Were they nomadic, or did they live in the same place year-round?
Did someone call for an archaeologist?
Cool.
Idaho Bones. How nice of you to drop in.
Archaeologists are also interested in how cultures change over time, and how societies reacted to events like warfare, drought, and climate change. Archaeologists have mapped climate change in the Northern Hemisphere over the past 12,000 years, and the ways people adapted to those changes. Archaeologists study both prehistoric societies, that is, those that existed before the invention of writing, and historic societies. Archaeologists have excavated an old latrine from Lincoln's Yard and reconstructed much of his life there that you won't find in any history book.
Here's a question for you. What can we learn about ourselves as a society by studying how people lived in the past? What can archaeology tell us that the history books do not? Biological, or physical, anthropology is the study of human biological variation in time and space. The focus on biological variation unites 5 special interests within biological anthropology. 1. Paleoanthropology, the study of human evolution as revealed by the fossil record. 2. Human genetics. 3. Human growth and development. 4. Human biological plasticity, the body's ability to change as it copes with stresses brought on by heat, cold, and altitude. 5. Primatology, the study of the biology, evolution, behavior, and social life of non-human primates.
That seems very broad, Professor. Why does it include non-human primates?
The primates include our closest relatives, the apes and monkeys. Primatologists study their biology, evolution, behavior, and social life, often in their natural environments. Primate behavior may shed light on early human behavior and human nature.
Can apes and monkeys talk? Do they have culture like us?
Those are some of the questions biological anthropologists study. Apes may have a kind of protoculture, but only humans have the elaborate cultures that we do. And there are apes like Koko the gorilla and Kanzi the chimpanzee who can communicate with humans using sign language or by pointing at symbols on a board. And that leads us to linguistic anthropology. Linguistic anthropology is the study of language in its social and cultural context across space and time. Some linguistic anthropologists investigate universal features of language that may be linked to uniformities in the human brain. Historical linguists reconstruct ancient languages and study linguistic variation through time.
Like Proto-Indo-European. No one has spoken it for thousands of years. That is so cool.
Yes. Linguistic anthropologists have studied linguistic differences to examine the relationship of language structure and thought patterns in different cultures. Finally, sociolinguistics studies the relationship between language and society through examining how social categories, such as age, gender, religion, ethnicity, occupation and class, influence the use and significance of specific styles of speech.
Okay, so I think I get it. Anthropology is the holistic and comparative study of humanity. It is the systematic exploration of human biological and cultural diversity. The four subfields of general anthropology all look at human variation in time and space.
You've got it.